Hey everyone, Maury Curtis Dunbar here. Welcome back to Painted Studio. We are working on more fun fall projects. As you can see, my desk back here has been cleared off a lot of stuff. We're slowly but surely tidying things up so that we can make room for more fall fun things. But now we're going to work on some of the stuff I started yesterday. As you know, yesterday we had a power outage, so it wasn't really a happy thing doing a live. Hey Terry, nice to see you here. So I was painting in the dark for a couple hours. Power came back on. I just kept going with what I was doing and decided we're going to do 2 lives today instead of 1 live in the dark yesterday. So the other day you saw me doing some epoxy pour, so I'm going to fill you in on how everything came out. A little dusty because I sanded all. When I do these things, there's always drips on the back, so I take my Dremel and sand them down, and of course you stack them on top of each other, and even though you've dusted them, there's still stuff on here. Hi April, nice to see you. Okay, so this was my first pour. I didn't love it that much. If you look close, it's kind of muddy. It's got some great movement in it, but it's kind of muddy and mushy. So I wasn't really crazy with how this came out. Hey, Manetta. Hey, Peggy. Nice to see you. If I miss saying hi to you, know that I'm glad you're here. Sometimes the feed goes by faster than I can see. Okay, so this is the second one. We poured this over our gold fossil foil. And that one came out better. And you can look close and you can see the foil kind of peeking through in places. And if you look at the edge, you can see the edge of the foil. The foil's been edged there too. So that one, not too bad, but again, really muddy in the middle. So yesterday, again, I was gonna do this live, but that didn't happen. So I did a couple more to perfect my technique. The third one I like a lot. I'm just getting the dust off of them, sorry. Third one came out really nice. I mean, look at that detail in the corner. I got some nice nautilus shell movement. I did add a little extra pink in here because we were getting a little just, one note smeary. But I'm very happy with how I did that one came out. And if you want to know how I did these pours, I've actually got a video. It's going up on YouTube later today, specifically just for YouTube. So that one's going up. And if you don't know what the YouTube channel is, it's Painted Studio. You can search under Painted Studio or you can search under my name. You'll find it either way. This was the last one. Now this one I did over luster stone in azure blue, and rolled a lotus roller through it and then let it set up and dry for a couple days before I poured the epoxy. Now this one came out pretty darn cool. This had a little bit of everything. So some of these corner colors, it's a little muddy there, but it looks like this great fan burst here. And if you look close, you see a little of the texture. And what happens is epoxy levels, so it'll go into crevices and then just keep flowing until the surface is level. And I wasn't sure what I would see through here once I had done that, but it actually it looks cool. I just could have done the same thing without having the roller under here, but then again, that kind of jaggedy texture might be very well enhanced by that roller texture under there. Hey Dana, nice to see you. So this was just fun. I'm kind of doing some of the, listen, I've never been a paint pour. That's not how I work because I'm usually got like 16 other things that I gotta pour, not even pour, just brush paint on. So I don't do a lot of pouring, but I like playing with the epoxy with the pours because the epoxy, you have very little control over. It does what it does. And so getting a cool result like this or like this makes me very, very happy. So, and that video will go up on, that it shows you the last 2 that I did, that will go up on YouTube later today. Sorry, God, every time I think I've dusted, I find something that I haven't. And really, I don't want to have dust around when we're about to put foil adhesive down. Sorry, I'm looking for something to wipe the surface with. Hang on a second. I'm just going to grab myself a little piece of cheesecloth so I can dust this area. I don't want to move our already foil adhesive pieces into dust. That'll ruin everything. Okay, so those are the pieces that I did yesterday. I will, like I said, I will post the video on how I did them on our YouTube channel. And today we're going to play with some foils. It's October 1st. So believe it or not, I'm actually rounding out the holiday crafting season. We're moving from Halloween this week into Christmas. So as of tomorrow, start looking for fun Christmas decorations. Hey, Desiree, nice to see you. So, all right, let me flip this camera down. Oh, one more thing. Don't forget, we are still running a contest. I posted a clue early this morning. Because I think I forgot to post a clue yesterday, I'm going to post another clue again today. So keep it up. And then we're going to talk about mystery bundle stencils, but we're going to do one foil project first, and then we're going to come back and do our mystery bundle stencil special. I'm trying to figure out the right word for it. All right, so yesterday, or the day before, I had to go through Joann's. I needed a new cutting surface. And I had specifically set it up to do curbside. Why? Because I didn't want to go in and find all these cute things that I would then need to work on. Well, they screwed up the curbside. I ended up going in, and look, I bought stuff. So these come in plain wood. They're laser cut. So far, I have painted them black with set coat, and I have applied with a brush our Artsyville foil adhesive. The black set coat and the foil adhesive are all available on our website, paintedstudio.com. You guys have seen me paint things black and put foil adhesive on a million things. That's why I kind of did it in advance. And I even did a time-lapse video showing, because there's a whole bunch more over here. Hey, Teresa, nice to see you here. So we're going to start with this. Now, I have all kinds of fun Halloween foils. So I think our little boo one, we should do with purple tie-dye and orange confetti. I am loving these. Oh gosh, thanks Armani and Sandy for tuning in. Sandy, your package is almost ready to go out. So we're going to take a little bit of this. And this is our purple tie-dye foil, again, available at paintedstudio.com. Now, I can go orange, purple, orange, or I can go purple, orange, purple. I want this to stand out a little bit, so I'm going to do purple in the middle and orange on either end, because I think it will show a little better. And when I painted these, these are laser cut and there's a lot of detail. You can use a sponge brush and sort of pat the paint and the glue on in these little areas. It's way more effective than just trying to brush it in here. I brush everything because that's what I always do, but I often will look into other ways that are more effective for people who don't love brushing this, because what happens if you overbrush in these areas, stuff builds up in these little crevices. So using a sponge brush to pounce it on, and then you can smooth it over, gives you a better coverage with less buildup in between the details. All right, so I think I'm pretty good on this, but I'm just trying to get around where the little bits of yarn are, this little jute ropey kind of ribbon. All right, let's pull this back. I mean, how cute is that? Look at that. That's awesome. And near flawless release. Now there's always going to be a little break in there. You can see there's a little tiny stuff on there because each of these surfaces has a little texture, and foil is only a few microns thick. So when it goes over something, it can slightly fracture, and that's why if you touch it, it might still feel sticky. And the way to fix that is you can either top coat it or you can dust it with glitter. I have top coated and dusted with glitter, but the problem with brushing top coat over glitter is that and you pick it up on your brush and it kind of spreads to places you don't necessarily want it to, but it does work just fine. All right, so I'm going to put the tape back on this before I have it roll across the table. My last week and stuff around here has been organizing, reorganizing, and reorganizing. Now the cool thing is I've painted both sides. So if it hangs up, it's not going to look bad, but I can actually flip this over and do the other side so that if I wanted to, say, hang it in a window or something, that both sides had a great look to them, so that I'm not just seeing, you know, the nice side on where everybody else sees them, and then I have to look at the yucky back. So later on today, I'll probably put foil adhesive on the back of all these things that you're going to see, and we'll just do them in opposite colors. All right, there's my piece of orange confetti foil. Let's rub that on there. So again, and I'm quite frankly, I'm roasting right now because it's really warm in the studio. I needed to make sure it was warm enough for the epoxy to cure, and I closed the door. So I'm cooking right now. So my hands are very, very hot, and it does help. If you're gonna have a bad day with the foil, make sure your hands are nice and warm, because that will actually help release the foil. Now I had a few more spots right there that didn't get as much coverage, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to fill in some spots. And I can see, I'll show this to you up close in a second. But you know, these are wood, and wood can pop grain, and I did sand them, you know, after I painted them black to knock the grain back down. But even the foil adhesive might have popped a grain a little bit, but more than anything, I got, you know, brush mark texture. So let's hold this up close. You can see I have brush mark texture in there, and that's part of why it doesn't release as well in some spots as others, because, you know, I've got to get it down into the little bit of texture. I agree, Minetta, it would be amazing in the reverse colors on the other side. So I'm going to give this a little more scrub, see if I can get a little more released. A little more scrub here. And let's get a little scrub here. There we go. We got a little better there because I just hadn't tried hard enough to get it all covered. And that little black spot here, this is where the knot is, and sometimes it's hard to get your foil adhesive around here. So if you missed the first time, just come back and do it again. All right, let's put this over the bee. Now you notice I am not scrubbing in circles, because if I scrub in circles, I am apt to leave a circular scrub mark behind. If you scrub vertically and horizontally, if you see any lines from the scrubbing, it will look better if you just have it done like that. Oh, that came out cute. Did I miss? No, I just didn't get that spot. I always wonder, like, when I see a little spot like that at the edge that didn't have any foil release on it, if I missed it with the foil adhesive. But no, I just missed it with the foil. Okay, so already, how cute is that? And then later today, I'll flip it over. I'll put foil adhesive on that side. And now you can see, you can actually read Boo on it now because I've got it in selfie mode, which reverses everything. But I'll do it in the other colors later. So this will be purple, and this will be orange. So either way, I'm seeing cute, 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 cute. I'm very happy with that. And of course, if you see me doing any of these projects and want to purchase what I'm foiling, send me a message. I'll sell it to you. Everything you see me painting and everything you see me creating, unless I specifically say it's either not for sale or that it's for a customer, and it's for sale. Please buy it. Okay, so now we've got our little crow. Again, he was bare wood, painted black on either side, foil adhesive brushed on, and if you look at my brush marks, which you will see as the light catches it, you'll see I sort of made it flow with the bird. I did not, just brush straight up and down. I didn't cross hatch it. I did my brush strokes so it sort of flows with the bird, because when we release the foil, if there are brush marks showing through in the final thing, you want it to look consistent and organic with it. All right, so what one should I do this one with? Now, crows are normally black. I don't want to do a black crow. I'm bored with black crows. I need a fabulous crow. And let's see, what would be crow fabulous? I have this. I have a little holographic leopard. That would be kind of fun on our crow. What do you think? Holographic leopard or burgundy roses, or should I do a jaguar or a cheetah? There's a little humor with this. Oh, the melody foil. Yes, I'll do that. Thank you, Desiree. Let me go grab it. Fortunately, it was only a few feet away. That was perfect. I needed an inspiration and how inky, oily black crows are. What could be more perfect than our gorgeous melody foil? Now, melody foil is translucent, so that when you're going to use it, and I'm going to do this for myself right now, you're going to put a little piece of tape on the side that does not go down on the plastic, on the adhesive. I know you all might have seen this video that I did over the summer where I literally had to throw out an entire shirt because I used the wrong side of the foil. That's a long story. That was a different adhesive, not this one. But the wrong side of the foil down on the surface does not make for a good result. So I have a little piece of tape on the side that does not go to the adhesive, and I'm going to layer down. Rub it with my hands, smooth it across the entire surface. Desiree, this was the perfect suggestion. Everyone, sometimes I stare at stuff so long, I kind of go blank on it. So having somebody give me an idea is hugely helpful. Okay, let's check my release. Oh, this is good. That is stunning. I got one little non-release spot right in the middle there. There we go, patched up. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Look how beautiful that is. Oh my gosh, Desiree, thank you for the suggestion. That was amazing. So this is from Joe. I think I paid, once all the discounts came through, I think I paid $1.99 for the crow. Painted it with black set coat, then brushed on Artsyville foil adhesive, and then we've now released our melody foil over here. Let me see if I can get the light on it even better. Look how beautiful that is. And it's just an oil slick look on there. Look how gorgeous that is. That's perfect. Thank you for your suggestion. All right, I'm going to flip this up. We're going to talk about our stencil mystery boxes, because I just acquired some more stencils today. I had somebody come and drop off some more to include into this. All right, so for $35, you are going to get a minimum of 6 stencils. Each stencil is going to be valued at least $10. Most of them are valued way over that. I have some that are $80 and $100. Now you will get some stencils that have been used in class. You will get some stencils that have been on a job. They're all in excellent condition, but they'll have some paint on them on some of them. Some of them are brand spanking new. So if you want one of our $35 mystery stencil packs, say, here, yes, you know, wave at me in the live, say, yes, I want one, and then send me a message. Oh, honey, Kate, great to see you too. I haven't chatted with you in forever. Go to bed. It's late there. Kate is in Scotland where it's, I don't know, 8 hours later than it is here. So she needs to go night-night. Anyway, let's get back to this. So, mystery box stencils. You will have big ones, you will have small ones, there will be furniture size ones, there will be wall size ones. There are all kinds of patterns. If you'd like, I will take you on a quick walk around to show you some of the goodies that we have. Let me take the camera here. Sorry about my fingers. All right, let me reverse the camera. Okay, so here we have packets and packets and more packets of stencils. That just look a few. I was delivered even more of these today, and some of these are big. You can see some of them are brand new, some of them are Sherry Zeman, some of them are wall over, some of them are all kinds of other stuff. And in here we have a gazillion stencils as well. We have grapevines, God only knows. We've got ivies, we've got bird houses, we've got palm trees, borders. I don't even know what that one is. That's some sort of border. Got other stuff. We've got animals, more borders, florals, columns. God, all kinds of stuff. So all of them, let me turn this back around as I walk you through my studio. You can see all of them are in great condition. I will not let any crappy stencil get put in any box unless it's something that somebody said they really wanted and they don't care if it's bad. So we're going to do make sure I'm giving you all the correct information. The mystery box of stencils, $35. That covers the stencils and the shipping. No other charge. There will be a minimum of 6 stencils in there. Probably more. Who knows? Depends on how many orders for this stuff I get. So if, only a few of you want them, I'm going to throw more in the box. So this is a good deal. And then I will be shipping them out starting this week. If you want one, put a note here or send me a private message. I will contact you for your credit card information and we will have it all set up and it will be shipping out. I have boxes all set aside for this. We're ready to go. Okie dokie, let's go back down here, go back into our projects. Okay, you might have seen that I posted this one earlier because this is so stinking cute. I posted it unpainted. Look at this little thing. How cute is that? How cute, that is just so cute. So this was bare wood. I painted it with set coat black. Now I have only put I've only put foil adhesive, I'm getting the hiccups, on a couple spots on here. This is one of these pieces because it's got so many little details. I'm going to foil it in small increments. So you're not going to see me foil the whole thing here. We're just going to pick one of our appropriate foils that I want to use for this to get the look I want. And I think we're going to use our old Colorado on this one. In that little trailer, okay, this again, I'm passing on information here. I bought it at Joann Fabric day before yesterday. It was $19.99, then it was 40% off of that $19.99, and then there was another 20% off. So I think the whole thing cost me just over $9. Wasn't quite 50% off, but mighty close. So it's definitely worth it. So first we're gonna do the back. Now the back, this has got some rough texture on it. It's not just the brushed on adhesive, it has got some icky texture. This, because it's the back. They didn't sand this down, they didn't make it fancy, and I'm fine with that because really I'm just doing this to make it look complete. We're putting down the old Colorado foil. I'm gonna rub it with my hand, and because this is so textury, I may get a very iffy release on there. I'm okay with that. It's a little bit of a, you know, it's a trailer, it's a caravan, it's supposed to be rustic. You'll notice I'm a little more aggressive with my scrubbing though, because I do have this texture to deal with. And I'm getting in here and I'm rubbing with my fingers. My hands are nice and warm, so that's gonna help. I know a lot of people like to rub with cloth and stuff. That will work too. Honestly, I've got such calloused fingertips from so many years of doing stuff like this that I might as well just use my fingers because they're more efficient than a rag for me. Okay. Let's get that over here. There we go. Let's see how we released. It's not bad. It works. Look how cute that is. Now I've got some that didn't release well right there. So I'm gonna come back here. Scrub a little more. See if I can get a little more released. Perfect, yay. Oh, this is looking great. And this is, I mean, my hands on here, this is coarse wood. It's not splintered, but it is coarse. So this is why you have to really pay attention on the rough side to do this one. Because this one right here, that little cross piece there, for whatever reason, that's part of the same piece, but this one's been sanded smooth. Why? Because it looks like part of the caravan. This is just the backing, so they left it really, really coarse. All right, so I only put foil adhesive on this part as well. Like I said, I only put adhesive on part of this. Now I gotta flip it towards me so that I can get the edge up here. I thought I brought my little toothbrush over, but maybe I didn't. Go. Because I did paint and put adhesive all along this edge. And the reason is that I'm not doing the whole front or anything else is I have to paint in around all of this detail carefully so I can release that foil. And then each bit of this is going to have colors and stuff, so it's going to be very interesting. This may take me a little longer than most of the other projects. Now let's put it on the inside here. Lay that down. Nice. And I know some of you may be wondering why I'm piecing this together this way. This pattern has a specific direction, meaning I'm working with what would be a grain for me. So I have to lay these pieces in correctly with everything going in the right direction. Otherwise, you know, my wood grain on this side would be this way and another spot would be that way, and it won't make sense. I'm actually trying to follow the grains of the actual wood this is built out of. So this side, the grain goes this way, this side, the grain goes this way, but here in the top, in the center, the grain goes that way. So I need to cut myself a little piece that I can put in the other direction with the grain. I don't want to cut a whole long piece, so I'm going to take this and cut it into some sections that are about as wide as this is. See? Now I got that fitted in. It's in the right direction. Let's smooth it down in correctly. I'll take a sec. There we go. That's in nicely. So I'm going to scrub all the way this whole area, but I am not going to scrub this line. I don't want a seam there. So if I don't scrub up to that very edge, when I peel this back, I'll have sort of a blurred line there that will be easy for me to apply another piece of foil and not have it look like it was patched in. It'll blend better. I got it in the wrong direction. I can't reach that far and see that clearly. Oh, the joys of getting old. I can't see anything. Oh, that's cute. I just got to get in here with my fingers or with a toothbrush or whatever and catch any of the little missed spots. You know, like maybe that seam right in there. If not, maybe I'll glitter it and that'll all gather up. But look how cute that looks already. So later on, maybe when I come back later this afternoon, maybe we'll work on some of this some more. We shall see. We shall see what my plans are for the day. Okay, we're going to do, what are we doing next? I have so many things keeping me busy here today. Move all this extraneous stuff out of the way. All right, here we go. Now, this is, again, paper mache pumpkin. Purchased this at Joann Fabric. This was originally $14.99. It was 40% off, and then it was an additional 20% off of that. So it's awesome. Oh, Minetta, your question is, am I putting a light inside? It's already done. See? Look how cute that is. This is paper mache. I've done so many of these, but I've done them in really bright colors. And now that we had that melody foil out, I want to do a melody pumpkin. That isn't what I was actually originally planning, but I thought, gosh, that would be just so cute now that we've got the melody foil out. And this would be a very mysterious looking pumpkin. So let's play with some melody foil on this. And again, the side you put to the adhesive actually looks brighter than the side you don't, and it's glossier, so that should help with hints too if you don't stick a piece of tape to it. All right, let's stick this on here. Let's make us a melody pumpkin. All right. I'm currently assaulting my pumpkin, rubbing all this foil on it everywhere. Yes, I did say assaulting, because that's what it feels like. I feel like I'm beating on them when I get my hands all over them and shove stuff on them. It feels like I'm beating on my pumpkins. That's cool. I missed a huge spot here, so I'm gonna patch that in and turn it around so you all can see it. How cool is that? Look at how cool that is. Oh my God. Don't give you any more pumpkin ideas. Oh, Desiree, you're so funny. No, Desiree, you're not allowed to buy any more pumpkins. You can go out and buy any of this other stuff I did, but you may not have any more pumpkins. Desiree watched me foil pumpkins, and she had already foiled a bunch, and bless her heart, she got so excited she went out and bought more. And she found big ones that were very affordable to foil. Desiree, I love you. No, you're not allowed more pumpkins. I think she must have like dozens of them at home by now. And her pumpkins are beautiful and very, very creative, as are so many other people's wonderful creative foil projects. I may have to start a Painted Studio project page for all of you who get stuff from me and show me what you're doing with it, because it's so cool. And my business page doesn't allow you to post that way. So I thought, what a fun thing that might be. And it doesn't have to be foil. It's just anything with any of the products you buy from me. And of course, anybody else. I'm all for inspiration across the board. Oh God, this is fun. I know this does not show up anywhere near as well on camera, but this is just the coolest damn thing. Let me tell you. This looks like it just was dripped into an iridescent oil slick. And it's really super rainbowy and elegant and just beautiful on here. Because it's not bright, bright, bright. And we all know I love bright, bright, bright. But this is just so gorgeous. Hey, Carla, glad to see you here. Thank you for joining us. All right, so I'm just going to keep working on this pumpkin going around, and then I'll have to turn it upside down to finish the foil that just needs to go under the bottom. I didn't put adhesive on the whole bottom, clearly, otherwise it would be stuck to the table. But we do have, you know, plenty of foil adhesive on this pumpkin that I haven't even gotten near yet. This is just awesome. Look how, let me see if I can get the light on here to show you how beautiful this is. Look at that. Just look at all those gorgeous colors and the swirls. It's so pretty. Whew. It's definitely warm in here. I'm going to have to open the front door shortly. Finish the live, open the door, stick my head under a cold faucet, something along those lines. Okay. And as you notice, I don't cut big, long pieces of foil for something like that. Smaller pieces are more manageable on odd shapes. And quite frankly, if you're using smaller pieces, you're less likely to have waste. Because if I cut a piece that I thought was big enough to go around this, I would actually have more unused foil than I would want. Because there would be pleated spots and overages, and so this way I'm not wasting any foil, and I'm not giving myself pieces that are too hard to manage because they're too big. Now, what happens when I do pumpkins is that there are often gaps right in here or right down there, and you have to go back and fill them in, or you can leave them blank and glitter them, and it'll look like sort of like something dripping down the side. Either way, it looks really cool. Roasting today. Maybe I'm just having hot flashes. Who knows? Not gonna worry about it. I've got pumpkins to foil, darn it. I'm too busy to be hot. And I have one little funny bare spot here, and that's because this leaf stuck there. And I'm not gonna even try to fix that, because once I've finished this pumpkin, I'm just gonna tack it down right there and hide that spot. It'll actually work to my benefit. It'll remind me to tack that leaf down. Okay, just a reminder for those who are new here, the website is paintedstudio.com, and you can get all the foils, paints, and adhesives that you see me using. The pumpkins are from, the pumpkin and the cutouts are from Joann Fabric. I'm sure they have this stuff online. I just happened to walk in and see it. God, I wish they'd stop. Make sure that my curbside pickups are ready, because that's where I end up spending more money. I go in the store. Seriously, that's why I do curbside. It keeps me from going in and buying more stuff that I really, you know, didn't need to have, but then I need to have. And I know you know what I mean. Okay. And I'm a fall and winter holiday decorating person. Like, I don't do Easter, I don't do Valentine's Day, I do a little 4th of July. Halloween and Christmas. Oh yeah, I'm all over it. So I'm like in my element making this stuff right now. Spot there that just does not want to take the foil because it's a little rough, so I got to get in there with my finger. All right, so we're going to turn it this way now. So as you can see, I got that side, but when you turn it upside down, there's still going to be areas that weren't foiled. Some of them will be bigger than others. Now, I think maybe because this melody is so rich and dark and stunning, I'm gonna have to find something interesting to put on the leaves. And yes, I will be foiling the leaves. I don't always. Sometimes I just paint them. Sometimes I just leave them craft paper brown because that's really cute too. But I'm up for suggestions, so if somebody has an idea of what I should do with on these leaves, you know, I took Desiree's suggestion right off the bat when doing this one. So if you guys have ideas of what I should do with the leaves, tell me. I'll do it. And I'll look up in a minute. There. This is a foil too that can be a little harder to see how much of it you've used up because it's translucent and the film is transparent. So you're kind of looking at it going, is that clear or is there foil there or what am I looking at? Oh, Desiree says gold glitter would look awesome on this. For the leaves, that would be fun. You could do purples and I could do just all kinds of anything on here. Get that in there. I would pretty much use most of this, but I'm going to go back to my other pieces that I had, and I know that crow piece still had a lot of usable foil on it, and I just dropped some on the floor. Let's bring our little crow piece into the mix here. Oh yeah, I think this one's going to end up on the foil everything page too. because this is cute. And for those of you who are not familiar with what I was just saying by Foil Everything, artistic painting studio, whose materials we sell, has a page called Foil Everything on Facebook. And there are just a gazillion foil projects on there. So if you're looking for foil project inspiration, definitely go check out that page and then come on back and get you some foils. Okay, somebody sent me a text message. That is just darling. Now I haven't done the stem, I haven't done the leaf. We're gonna put foil adhesive on and we'll finish this pumpkin up later on this afternoon. I'm gonna set it over to the side and we are down to our last project because it's all foil all day today. Look at what else I found at Joann Fabric. They had these little signs that said trick or treat. And they hang like pennant flags. So there, I have all the letters over here to the side. So first we're gonna do our trick. And I think I had in mind that I was going to do kiwi cheetah or kiwi leopard and plain orange. I thought that would be kind of fun. So we don't go too pattern crazy. Let's get a little bit of both out. And this is our orange foil. Again, most of the foils are fabric friendly, so if you like what we're doing, you can even do this on clothing. On our website, it will tell you which foils can and cannot be used for fabric. And I think about 75% of our foils are fabric friendly. None of the VMAS foils, none of those wood grain ones that you just saw me use on the little camper, those aren't good for what we're doing. Sorry, I'm looking at my letters and I'm planning out whether I'm going orange, green, orange, green, orange, green, orange, green, or green, orange, green, orange, green. That way. I'm trying to figure out which way I want to do it. And I think, let's do it this way. We're going to start this way. It'll all work. I'm winging it, folks. Look how cute that is. Okay. Got our K. And because this has no direction, this is very easy. Again, just because the pattern doesn't have a direction doesn't mean you scrub like this in circles. You need to do this. You need to go vertical and horizontal only. Otherwise, you could end up with very, very peculiar release patterns, and you won't be happy. Okay, so there's our trick, almost done. Let's see. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, if I weren't doing a live, I'd do all the orange letters first, and then I do the other letters, and then I'd assemble a thing. But I'd like you all to be able to see how this is going to look, so I'm going to do the letters in order of words so you can see the completed thing, so I don't have just a stack of triangles here and then I got to piece it together. This way you'll see the whole idea forming completely. Let's take a little bit of our kiwi leopard. Set that over to the side. trick. Almost completed. Now, often we get people from other countries on here who aren't as enthusiastic about Halloween. Sorry, I know it's an American thing. Personally, for me, it's an opportunity to make something else bright and shiny and sparkly, which always makes me happy. There we go. There's our little trick. How cute is that? And if you're not sure that it says trick, watch. Trick. There you go. There are your letters. So I'll do the back sides of these too. Now I'm putting them back in the right order for me so I don't lose my mind, because I will. Okay, and then here is our little oar. And I think this one we're going to do in our grape soda foil. Now, when I'm doing projects and I'm not doing lives, this is the kind of stuff I love to do because it allows my mind to wander a little bit. And I make like plans for next week, next month, next year, business plans, social plans, all of it. I just kind of use the time not to talk to let my brain come up with all kinds of ideas. Oh, yay! Look how cute that is in purple. Put that aside, and then we're going to do treat. Now, when you hang this all in a straight line, you hang these together, and then like that, and then the treat goes there. So it's very cute together. And they even include the cording in the package, which I'm sure I've already misplaced. Sorry, I'm thinking about how this is going to lay out, so I don't want this to be orange either. I want this to be the kiwi green. So I had to think about how I was going to do this because, again, we're going to go every other color. So it's green, orange, green, orange, green, orange. The next one needs to be green. Let's do this one. Of course, my sleeve keeps wanting to catch on this one. So now it's pushed up out of the way. That's cute. Almost done. So I don't know if you noticed me flipping the triangles and stuff around so that I could fit them on my foil. And what I've done is sort of place them so that I get the most use out of the foil. And then see, we've got these to do in orange. I have an overwhelming desire to go home, stay in bed, and watch movies for like 2 days. Probably because I haven't done it, and it just sounds like so indulgent. Now this should be really nice. There we go. And then one less to do, one last one to do. Had an old friend show up today, come by, she brought me stencils and stuff, and we were talking about foils. And she's been out of the business for a few years and retiring and moving down south. And one of the things she said, you know, foils you're so big in foils. It used to be such a pain to do. And when she and I started doing foils, it was when the adhesives were terrible. So you'd get the worst possible release, and then you'd have to foil it again and do more, and foil it again and do more. But I gotta tell you, the new Artsyville foil adhesive has totally changed my opinion on foiling stuff, because as you can tell, all I do now is foil because I get such great results. Okay, this is just so cute. So we have our boo, our pumpkin, our trick or treat, a little crow, and our camper. We have had Halloween holiday fun galore today, and I think the results have been pretty awesome. Lip this up and look back at everybody. Oh my goodness. So I am thrilled with where we're at with all of this. I think this is going to just look fantastic when it's done. If there's any of these pieces that you like that you want to purchase, of course, send me a message and I'll let you know how much they are. If you want to be part of the stencil mystery box, $35, minimum 6 stencils, minimum value of each stencil is $10. So I guarantee you for $30, you've already doubled your value. And most of them are valued way, way over that. So just send me a message here on this post, or just send it to us through Facebook Messenger, through the business, or through me personally. If you're one of my personal friends, feel free. I'll catch the messages. I'm sorry, I'm dropping stuff, so I got to pick it up. And we'll be starting to send those out tomorrow, because there's no more coming. I'm not even putting those out for everybody else to get at. This is for you guys, because you watch me. So this is going to be the best deal. All right, everybody, have a great day. My hair is falling out. My lunch is late. My husband's sending me messages, so I guess it's time to go. All right, everybody, have a great one. I'll talk to you later. Bye.